Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your favorite. It's your girl Brittany. She's back. She's better. She's an icon with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. You know your girl posts frequently. Period. All right. Mama. All right, y'all. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie Pow. Our Dougie Yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. I am currently doing room hates over there, and we are also doing baddies west. So check that out. Link is in the description box below. All right, y'all, without further ado, come. Let's get into Bad Bitches Only, episode 3. So, Laure got on my nerves. As always. But this episode, Tori did not talk as much. Who peeped that? Was it just me? I did see Queen D. I don't know why she did what she did. I was trying to figure out why is she pressing somebody when she can't fight. I guess she's trying to go and get her storyline to be over there with them. I don't know. Tokyo, I was with her. Tokyo was fed up. Tokyo said, enough is enough. I'm sick of you. Shut your up. And I totally understood that. LaRue is a hypocrite. Very much so. She's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite to the core. Yeah, it was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was definitely a good episode. I definitely was entertained. So let's get into our review. So we started the episode with some ghetto-ish. Very ghetto. So Blue Jasmine and Zen are trying to fight in a moving bus, and Nicole is still standing there with that beautiful fur on, not helping her homegirl out. Zen missed so hard trying to get Blue Jasmine. It was crazy. I said, girl, she's not over there. She's over here. Are you looking where you're going, where you're trying to punch to? You about to punch the window, maybe even the seat. But one thing you wasn't finna punch was Jasmine. Then when she got a hold of Jasmine, she pulled Jasmine's wig. I don't know who did Jasmine wig, but them is the most thick braids I've ever seen in my life under a wig. Maybe Zen punch did connect because Jasmine does have a little scratch up under her eye, but the fight was weak on both ends to me. So Zen going her confessional saying that Blue Jasmine and Nia Lee are weird. I don't think they're weird. The only person I think is weird here is Nicole, because you doing all this jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping, doing a decking for your homegirl. And your homegirl is standing there with that beautiful fur on, looking at you like, handle that, like the last one did on the last show. So, Mommy G gets up, rants out. I'm like, is your dentures in today? Why you just got so much like, oh, sorry, my friends don't talk to me. Shut up. I definitely believe that Milan could have had a conversation with Nia Lee about the lady who she was trying to get over there or whatever, because their beef was 9 years ago. I don't know if they're still harboring emotions from that beef, but obviously on Nia Lee's end she is, because she wants to fight Mulan because of it. But I get what Mulan is saying. Like, if you walked in when the cameras weren't on us and you gave me a hug and you talking to me, why turn around when the cameras get on and make it seem like you want to fight me? You have my number. You see me. You gave me a hug. You shouldn't have gave me a hug when the cameras went around, so I would have known, okay, it's an issue. Do I feel bad for Milan? No, not at all. But I do understand, like, the only person with is more so Tori. Like, I don't think that she was expecting Tori to come at her like that. Like, I think she was shocked about having to fight Tori. But like LaRue coming at her, Nia coming at her, I do think that she was blindsided. Or more so blindsided by Tori and Nia Lee. I think she already knew her and LaRue weren't necessarily cool like that. LaRue is hilarious. LaRue said, I definitely ain't handling that thick ass jawline. Baby, when I tell you that jawline so thick, I don't know what to do with it, okay? She said, you can't get enough filler to fuck with me. I know that's right. On Jesus Christ, I know that's right. She ate that up. She said, ain't nobody jealous of you in that thick ass jawline. That jawline so thick, man. Every time I see Milan, I see the jawline. The jawline is thick, okay? Thick, peanut butter thick. That whole thick, like thick on everything. But no, like that's true. I definitely don't believe that Jordan is the weakest link. If anything, Nicole is the weakest link. Milan is the weakest link. But two, because of that fur, I see why Nicole got the baddest. It's only because of that fur, though. Because that fur is eating. You see the outfit? Kelly O's is very much giving that. 50K, I want that. I need that. I gotta have that. I want that. I need that. I know that's right. I need to be 50K richer too. I know that's right. Ballin', we stay flying, no lie, and I'ma notice. So, Man-Man and Tequila up here getting into it. And I'm with Tequila. I'm with her every time. I'm with her. Man, is talking too much. And another person who's talking too much for me is Sav. I get it, Sav feeling herself. She feels as though she can't be checked or whatever the case is. But I don't need you to like overdo it and start smelling yourself. Like you can still be touched. You can still get beat up. Like relax. Calm down. Let's take a chill and a pill. And the only reason why I'm coming for Sav like this is because when Tequila said that Trump is ready for y'all to go back, Trump finna go and get you up out of here, she then said, why y'all being hard towards each other? Why y'all being hard towards each other? Where was this energy when cockroaches was flying out of Man-Man mouth? When Man-Man was saying everything, calling all, and mind you, you're a dark-skinned girl too, calling out everything but a child of God, or calling LaRue and Tequila everything but a child of God, it was silence. It was, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But as soon as somebody say something to Man-Man and want to make sure she understands this is the Last Supper and Julius must get gone, now I'm hearing pushback. Now I'm hearing, oh, let's not do that. Why would we not do that when she don't mind doing it? So why should Tequila mind doing it? Like, no. Man was sitting up there being R, knowing what she doing, knowing that she can get away with it. She don't mind. So therefore, why should Tequila hold her thought? No. Get her. Tell her about herself. Simple. Now, why is it that they at the Room Hates house? Why are y'all at their house? Get out of those people's house. They have to film. Now, the two diaper booties go at it. Both of them got some good licks in, but obviously Tequila wins that round. The diaper booties were insane. That's all I was looking at the first time. I had to keep going back to keep my focus. To stay focused, because I couldn't at one point. I'm like, oh my gosh. She done rolled her pants up, giving even way more diaper booty than I'm seeing booty meat. Check that booty meat out. I'm like, okay, more diaper booty. I love this for me. Love a good diaper booty. Not really. But diaper booties were out. They were present. And they were saying hello. It's Tequila saying, did I whoop her or no? The thumbs up, like, yeah, did your thing. Exactly. Pin knew that, though. Hilarious. Swag ends up having a meeting with the girls about the $50,000 and just how everything's gonna go. Okay, I will say I'm confused on where they're taking the show. Because a part of me is like, isn't it supposed to be like Love and Hip Hop, mostly like Atlanta Housewives type of ordeal? Or is this like a competition show? Because I'm not really understanding what they're competing for. I mean, I get the premises of like, this is what he thinks a bad girl is supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. But like, why are they competing for the 50,000? Like, I'm continuously losing the plots of some of these shows. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm not understanding why they competing for $50,000. Like, is it a competition show, or these is like beautiful women who are gonna get into it as the show progresses because of old beefs, new beefs, whatever. And no shade, I'm kind of tired of seeing him. It's no shade. I am. This is like the second episode that he's been like a part of. He's kind of taking a lot of camera time up. I think he needs to stay in the background. Thanks, management. So he talking about the money, and he's like, it's rules and regulations to this competition, that not only affects you but also affects who, whatever team you on or duo or whatever the case is. Again, I just might be slow to the party. But why are they competing for $50,000? Like, why? My thing is this, and this is no shade. When you pay people good from the beginning, we wouldn't have to do $50,000 here, $100,000 there. Just pay them good, and they'll come and do the work. The work will get done, I promise you. Not all the time, but with certain people who really is thirsty for the coin, like a Tori, a Sav, a LaRue, these people are gonna show up and do their job. They're gonna clock in and give you what you're looking for. I just am not understanding what the 50,000 represents, or like what's the rules and regulations of winning the 50,000, because that part, I don't know if it's going over my head. I don't know if they're not saying it or what, because I'm just not understanding why. Like, what's the premise of the show? What does it have to do with the money? The sorry babes line is hilarious. When Nicole did it, it was funny, but when Jordan did it and nobody like kind of cared, it was even funnier. Like, I swear, it was sorry babes. Nicole said, I don't want to be voted as that. It's like all the seriousness came back in the room. Like, it's not a compliment. Are you slow? Sav gets her team in trouble, and basically their phone privileges, are cut short because Sav wanted to put Man-Man and Tequila on her story or whatever the case was. Honestly, it wasn't cut that short because we seen them that night had their phones on the Sprinter. So, like, he did all that just to give them their phones back. Like, shut up. I don't know. Sav is starting to irritate me. I'm not gonna lie. And I love Sav. And I love the confidence, but I think it's just a little overwhelming because it's like, girl, hush. So she ends up saying that, her team knew not to say nothing to her because they know what's going on. Basically saying they knew not to say nothing because she would have fought one of them. But let's be real, let's be honest, like, girl, Nicole's in. They like, everybody on their side has a lot of fish that needs to be fried. I definitely believe that if it was that other bus with Tori, LaRue, and all them, girl, please, Sav would have been asleep right now, okay? She'd have been apologizing and the whole nine. Like, she would have not needed that from those women. Now, Nicole ends up picking Tori. I think Nicole picked Tori because she knew if she did not pick Tori, she was not going to hear the end of it, and Tori was going to try to baptize her. I absolutely believe that's the only reason why Nicole picked Tori. I promise you. It was not for any other reason. It was because Nicole did not want to get baptized by Tori. If she would have picked Blue Jasmine, Nicole, anybody else, she would have heard Tori mouth saying, "Oh, you think I'm not good enough? Bow, bow, bow." And she'd have been looking like Milan. Milan starts talking to the camera big and bad, like, "Oh, whoever needs to run that fade, we're going to run it later. But right now, I got to get glam. 50,000 on the line. You know what it is. Big Milan, not the little one. Simple. Run that fade. I catch all my fades. I came in here with nobody. I'm standing 10 toes by myself. Only me. Always been me, myself, and I. This is me." You was just the same person who was on the bus saying, "Y'all are picking on me. Why y'all keep saying something to me?" Either you don't want them to call you out, you don't want to catch a fade, or you want to catch the fade. Please pick one. Thank you. Now, I definitely agree with people coming in, on different energy this go around. Absolutely. I definitely think part one, they was getting their feet wet. And part two, they went all the way in the water. And I definitely think a common denominator was you, because they seemed like you couldn't fight and you were trying to redeem yourself. So therefore, they used you to redeem themselves. A cycle, a pattern, as we would like to call it. I agree with the girlies on Young and Reckless. I definitely don't think that none of them should be on Young and Reckless. I don't. I know Snow Blue came from Young and Reckless, but Tequila, Jordan, and Laure, I definitely think are not the women to be on Young and Reckless. Snow Blue scarf is fake. I seen that same scarf in Dubai. I almost picked it up and wore it, baby. But her scarf is fake, but it's so cute though. And I could be lying, y'all. I don't know if her scarf is fake or not. I'm just talking. Okay, so Snow Blue comes and the girlies are in their 70s outfit. I actually do like LaRue's outfit out of everybody's. The outfit I cannot stand is Zen's. Zen look a mess. And Nicole and Big Lex have on the same thing. They probably got that from Fashion Hold Nova. And you see Sav in the background. She don't have on a cute outfit. She just got on something regular. Snow Blue definitely came in with the energy. Her outfit is ugly though, not gonna lie. It's very plain, boring. But she definitely came in with that energy, a good energy, very much so. Another outfit I like is Tori's, and I like Tokyo's. Now they already letting us know that Snow Blue and LaRue are gonna have a problem, obviously. And I definitely believe that this episode showed LaRue is taking a front seat to being the villain, and Tori is kind of being quiet this episode more so. She's letting LaRue take the lead and get her feet wet with calling girls out and being obnoxious, in my opinion. Now, y'all, I'm coming back some hours later. Your girl ended up falling asleep. I had took myself out on a solo day last night, period. Because it was Mother's Day for the dog moms, period. May 10th. Know about it, be about it. Happy Mother's Day to me. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Y'all hold it down, baby. Period. I know that's right. And I hope y'all days are amazing, successful. I hope y'all get whatever y'all want, whatever you want. Girl, you know he can provide. Period. All right, y'all, let's get back into the video. Sal saying, "I'm ready to do my thing in this thing. Oh, we out there done, Julio." Like, voice is gone. Voice is fried. Let it go. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie. Definitely it's a lot of politics around hair in all communities. And both of them are kind of like doing texturism, like they're in the realms of the politics around different nationalities of people, as far as like they feel as though black women don't care about themselves or love themselves because they're wearing straight hair or loosely textured hair. And Mommy G has on this afro, a curly afro. So it's just a lot going on. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I mean, I'm blackety, 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 black. But sometimes I really don't want to get into the politics of like real life. I kind of just be want to have a good time and, you know, watch the fights. The dialogue. Like, I don't always want to get into my bag of being black. But it's like I have no choice but to speak on it because it be so in your face, you know, it's so blatantly there. And I be trying not to go there. But it's like, oh my God. Like, and don't get me wrong, outside of like Mommy G, you know, being like that to black women, I do think Mommy G is funny. But overall, I could never like respect her. I mean, and I do prefer people letting it be known like how they are. You know, I want to know that you're a snake in the grass. I want to know that you don't care for my kind. I want to know that up front. So I appreciate her letting it be known up front how she really don't care for black people like that, or black women, I would say, like that. I like that type of stuff, but at the same time, like, I would never support her or anything like that. She is funny on the show, but she is a clown, you know? So they finally get the Cascade, and Laure is going back and forth with this BBW girl. Now, mind you, this other BBW girl is Tori's friend. It's her homegirl. So, like I told y'all, I feel as though Laure is a hypocrite because she's the same one who got on Instagram last week hollering about, oh, y'all be bullying Tori by not including her and stuff and making her feel like, you know, she's not supposed to be here, and it's a form of bullying. The way Milan doesn't really, like, Milan will take stuff from Nicole and Big Legs, but she'll never take stuff from Laure. Like, she wants to let it be known, like, the hierarchy of, you know, what it is. Nicole has more than her, Big Legs has more than her, then it's Milan, then, you know, bottom of the barrel is Laure and Tori. Now, the reason I bring this up is because, like I said, Laure is a hypocrite because she the main one. You fat here, you fat there. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody want to lick on you. Don't nobody want to eat it. Your homegirl is damn near the same size as her. You know, y'all, like, mind you, Tori just fought Milan because she didn't take up for her with people calling her fat. Your same homegirl feels the same way about fat people. Feels the same exact way about the girlies. Feels the same exact way. She's just not saying it to you right now because y'all cool. But just like she felt like that one was a fat man, she feel like you a fat man. Like, be for real. She has her own internalized fat phobia as well. She's just not taking it out on you currently. But you want to beat Milan up, but your homegirl saying the same thing to your homegirl that you wanted Milan to take up for you for. And mind you, too, this your homegirl, the other BBW lady, you standing there quiet because you don't want to be a part of it. You didn't feel like Milan wanted to be quiet and just not be a part of it because she was cool with Gorgeous Doll and you. But you ain't beat up Milan for doing the same thing that you doing. The only difference was that was online, you in person, and you just standing there, looking like who did it and why. Please. You cannot talk about nobody being fake or holding nobody accountable when your homegirl is over there calling your other homegirl everything but a child of God, and you just standing there, look like who did it and why, and barely can breathe. And Laure is very alley and ghetto. Why is you hollering to the tip top shape of your lungs? She look cute very much, but she's hollering to the tip top shape. And it's giving very much so ghetto. They finally get to the scene where Alexis Sky is in. I've met her before. She is very, very sweet in person. She's short like me. And she's so pretty. She's everything. Number one, production put her up to that. Like, Be for real. Do you actually think she cares about what's going on? Probably not. 10 times out of 10, she doesn't care. She got a bag to come there. Let's be clear. She's not coming there for free. She doesn't care about y'all. Very much so. As y'all know, she's supposed to be having a show with Now That's TV. I think it got snipped. Obviously, in my opinion, I think it got snipped. But she ends up being like, what's going on, whatever. Nia Lee tells her, like, this is not the time. But again, production is probably the ones who told her, hey, play like you give a damn. And she's not doing anything but that. So all this animosity going towards her, it should be going towards production, because the only reason why she's there is because production placed her there. So Laure is obviously looking for attention because she's an attention seeker. So she started going back and forth with Alexis Sky. Alexis Sky is a special guest, and like I said, production told her to play like, what's going on, want to get some dialogue, want the girls to get into it. Laure stops it, and she like, no, we're not doing that, like, we came to skate. So Alexis like, hey, I know y'all came to skate, but they set this scene up. Without saying it, they set this scene up for y'all to have a little bit of dialogue. So that's the only reason, why I'm here. So Laure like, I don't care why you're here. I don't really care why you're talking. I said we're not talking about it. And Alexis had to let it be known, baby, they asked me to be here. I can give a damn about what y'all got going on. And let's be clear. Laure was looking for a moment. I said what I said. Laure was looking for a moment. Again, her and Tori are not even supposed to be on this show, if we being honest. And honestly, add Mommy G up in there too. They're not even supposed to be on this show. Again, like I said, overcompensating because all they have is their mouth and their hands to work with. That's it. That's all. Now, the thing about it is, she want to say, like, who is Alexis Sky? Alexis Sky ain't nobody. I will be honest. Alexis relevancy has went down, but that's what now that's TV does. They get people, preferably black people, who relevance is not at its peak like it used to. Because mind you, when it's at its peak, you gotta throw some peak money. So they probably gave her maybe like 20,000, 10,000 to show up there. Now she ain't no fool. I know she ain't getting no 2,000, 3,000. They wouldn't even come at her like that. 10, 20 bands probably is, the baseline of how much she get to pop out or whatever the case is. But even with the Pink conversations with Gigi, they had Trey Songz there, they had Bow Wow there. I can't think of nobody else, but they had them. And mind you, they're not at the peak of their careers. And I'm sure 10 times out of 10, they had to pay them to come out. Again, 10 here, 15, 20 there. Like, they want to keep themselves as relevant as possible. They want to put themselves, around successful celebrities or, celebrities as possible. They want to be like, yeah, look at us. Like, we've came a long way. Look, we got Gorilla perform last year. We got Trey Songz in the building. We got Gigi here. We got Alexis Sky here. Like, that's what they want. They want to be associated with celebrities. Now, it's easier for them to get celebrities who are not as hot as they used to because the bag isn't that big. And two, the celebrities kind of want to stay relevant as well. So they want to just come out. Alexis, like I said, is not as relevant as she once was. So I'm sure that she didn't mind popping out for a nice little bag, especially if she just having to do a scene at Cascade. Like, she know they not finna hit her or nothing. She know that as much as Laure is barking, she know Laure is not finna bite her. She know that she's protected. I'm sure she has in her contract, cannot be touched, will not be fighting. She's not doing all of that. Simple. With Laure, on the other hand, Laure seen what it was. She seen it was Alexis, and she, again, is overcompensating because you're not even supposed to be in the building. You're not even supposed to be at the table. And mind you, I do think that Laure came off very aggressive because Alexis calmed down on her. Like, she was just like, you can have it. Now, as far as like you just watching it, as an adult TV viewer, it's like, ooh, Laure red. But no, Laure really was sitting there looking like a fool. For real, for real. Alexis allowed her to be a clown. She was like, I'm not finna go up clown alley with you. There's no need for me to do that. So that's when Nia Lee jumped back in and was just telling her like, oh this, oh that. But again, like I said before, this girl, I'm sure don't give a rat's ass about what y'all got going on. She was paid to just come and play the scene up. I don't think that, not even I don't think, I know that she don't care. Once her check is cleared and cut, she probably never even watched the show. Let's be clear. And let's be clear. Laure was not, quote unquote, reading Alexis. She wasn't really giving it to Alexis. Like, if that was a read, the standards for a read is in hell. Okay? If that was a read, we are in hell right now. Love Tokyo. Love Tokyo already. Because Tokyo is like, yeah, I'm finna have to go and get her. Love Tokyo. Because Laure was doing a lot. She's a attention seeker. Bad. So Tokyo like, baby, I'm a visual learner. You're going to have to show me. You talk too much. Like, you need to shut up. And I love that Tokyo did not bite her tongue. So Laure like, yeah, because I get active. Laure and had relations with this man. And now she feels as though she that girl because she was able to touch $1 million peen. Girl, it never gave. Laure is beautiful. But as far as him taking her serious, he did not. And I definitely feel as though because she was able to touch $1 million peen, it has went to her head. It has truly like blowed her for real. So Tokyo like, yeah, you talk too much. You need to shut up. And Laure was like, oh, I don't mind. I get active. I don't mind. She said, I'm a visual learner, so you're going to have to show me. She was like, I don't mind showing you. She said, okay, can't wait. Like, I love Tokyo already. Because Tokyo not playing with her. Like, shut up. So Deja has a scene, and Deja starts to sing like, oh my God, I need this drink again. Production told Alexis to do that. Obviously, if it would have came out of Deja's mouth, they would have told Deja what's going up. They would have filled her in, no problem. But they told Alexis to do it instead. So Laure comes into the scene like, oh my God, can I have a drink with you? But then they put that confessional right there, letting it be known that Laure didn't even want to go over there and talk to Deja because she knew that Deja was going to basically tell her, like, calm down. You know your place. We have brought Alexis in here. We pay her good money to get the scene going. What we're not going to do is have your alley bad ass try to dismiss her or make her feel uncomfortable or make her feel as though she doesn't want to work with us anymore because she has to deal with people like you. I know a spade when I see a spade, and I just feel as though that was a spade. Like, Deja, like, even though it's like, oh, production, da da da, like, Deja needs a drink. No, Deja was letting it be known that Laure need to calm her ass down because they not tolerating that. They ain't brought this girl in, and regardless of you feeling as though nobody's quote unquote checking for her, she's washed up. Nobody's checking for a Laure. Like, let's be clear. Nobody's checking for a Laure. Laure is not necessarily washed up, but Laure is still out here trying to build a name for herself. But this girl already has a name. That's why they brought her in. That's why she get paid the big bucks. She already has built her stuff up from the ground. So Laure is definitely giving off like hater energy, intimidated. Wish I could be in your shoes. I want to be in the VIP section, but I can't get in. Energy. And I definitely believe that if Deja didn't have to work with Laure on Now This TV, she wouldn't talk to her. Be for real. These girls wouldn't even be sitting in the same circle. Like, no. And Deja do come off Instagram-y. Deja is more like laid back, cool, but Deja's messy too. Very much so. And Deja know like she's not gonna get hit for being messy or whatever the case is. But they did want her to say something to Laure because obviously Alexis felt some type of way. Like, she came to just enjoy the scene, turn up and have a good time. She didn't know that she was gonna be doxxed by Laure. So Deja is trying to make Laure apologize to Alexis Sky, but it ends up going definitely left. It hit a swerve in a corner, whoa, left. Okay. So Laure starts getting into it with Alexis. And she ends up telling her, like, you're a nobody. Baby, she's projecting. I don't care what nobody say. She's projecting. Once she got in her confessional, she was like, you bleed the same blood I bleed. And that's true. I'm going to give her that. But it was the next part. She was like, we can have the same men. Again, like I always say, her and Tori are overcompensating because they're not supposed to be here. She know that. You see from their lace fronts. Look at Deja lace versus Laure's lace. You see clear as day Laure's lace. Deja's lace, you cannot see it. It's invisible. Alexis Sky is giving like a sew-in, but even with it, it looks natural. Laure looks like she has a wig on with them thick ass baby hairs. My thing is this. She's had sex with that $1 million peen. And now she's floating, okay? She's not supposed to be on this show. She knows that. She know that her and Alexis, if it wasn't for this show, probably wouldn't even be in the same room, in the same clubs. And yes, T-Lo might have let you nibble on it a little bit, allegedly. But even with that, you see how he let you nibble, allegedly, and went on about his business. He did not wife you up or anything. And not necessarily saying that she's going to be wifed up, but I don't care how washed up you think she is. Men to this day will still want to prefer to be with her. And it's not over like skin or anything like that. It's more about the brand. She's already built up her brand. She's already built up her legacy. Even if you want to say she washed up, that girl still got motion behind her. I'm sure it's plenty of men, from athletes to celebrities or whatever, who wants to take her out. Laure is still on building grounds. She's still on stomping grounds. I definitely believe the fact that she was able to score him, not necessarily saying that they had a relationship or anything like that, but for her to have opened her legs and he, did what he needed to be did what needed to be done. She just like, yeah, like we on the same level and y'all not on the same level. Y'all not. And she know they not on the same level. And even if we put the men to the side, as far as like lifestyle, doors that are opening, y'all are not on the same level, and you know that, babes. That's why she didn't call your name from the women that she know. And I'm not saying that Laure is the scum of the earth or anything like that, but she's still building her brand. Alexis has already built her brand. And if you want to talk about the men's, these men want to be in proximity to her. No matter how washed up you think she is, these men will definitely still take her over you. And that's because she's built up her brand to be Alexis Sky. She's earned her name. She's worked hard for her name. And you just are giving like Allie Bad Loser right now, doing all that hollering and stuff. And yes, y'all do bleed the same blood, but even with y'all bleeding the same blood, are y'all getting the same opportunities? No. And to think about it, the fact that Deja has to hold your hands while she's saying this lets it be known who the real top dogs are here. Obviously, Alexis is top dog over both of them. Then it's Deja, then it's you. Deja, in a way, is letting you know your place on the hierarchy of the women's in the building. And yes, she wants you to come off and feel as though you're that girl, but not on their time. You be that girl in that house with these other bras. But you not that girl speaking to our special guest who we ain't paid money to. Like, do your job, but don't overdo it with her. J Dreams ends up coming back on the scene, and she got beef with Man-Man. So she ends up seeing Man-Man by herself. She asked Man-Man what's the problem. Man-Man, let's it be known that it's an issue or whatever. So Andre and Kobe end up pulling up on the scene, interviewing the girlies, and they end up interviewing Man-Man. So Man-Man ends up letting it be known that, she's gonna fight J Dreams. J Dreams pulls her wig. Nia Lee stepping in like, we're not doing that. We're not sneaking nobody. Nia, shut your ass up. So Queen D ends up jumping in something that has nothing to do with her. I know you want to be on the show, and maybe they are trying to transition her into the show. Because as y'all know, on Mean Girl, she was like, I want to be on Baby Song. Like, I don't want to keep fighting. Like, I want to sit pretty, blah, blah, blah. So Flounderfish, aka Queen D, ends up going over there basically asking who jumped Zen God. That ain't got nothing to do with you, and that's none of your business. You can't even fight your own battles. Barely can help your sister out there, but you want to be in somebody else's business, somebody else's team. No, ma'am, I'm not going for it. The girls get on the sprinter, and Tokyo has had enough of this. I don't blame her, okay? That 305 was irritating me too. So Tokyo ends up telling LaRue, like, you're doing a lot. Like, you're doing a lot. So LaRue, like, you're not doing enough. She said, girl, I can take it there with you. Like, I'm sick of you now. Like, I'm irritated with you. And she wasted no time. LaRue got to talk, and she bopped. I said, get that bitch. I'm sick of her. Like, yes. Somebody needs to tell that she talking too much. Her breath stank is high. I smell the alcohol through the damn screen. Shut that up. Immediately baptize her. ASAP. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I ain't going to lie. Part 2 is way better than part 1. No shade, no lie. Love y'all. Bye.